What's up, guys? Kevin with Kaku here. We're at Kaku HQ in Tarpon Springs, Florida. We're going to do a little shoot in here in the warehouse, just to give a little bit more of a comprehensive overview of the Voodoo and answer some of the questions we've been getting from people and just some of the feedback that we've got. So I've been fishing off the Voodoo since September now, so I've had this in all kinds of water conditions and all types of places with different water and everything. So I've just been putting a lot of time in on it. And the Voodoo, it's a very authentic craft. It doesn't look like anything out there on the water today, and nothing on the water performs like the Voodoo. This thing can do it all. It's easily portable. It's extremely stable. One of the big things I get when I take it to a demo, people come out to try it, is they always say firsthand, like, man, I seen you standing on that chair, but there's no way you're not wobbly up there. There's no way you feel good up there. And then they get on it and are like, holy cow, I mean, you really are super stable standing up on here. And it's just, it's a whole nother thing for fishing. It's being able to stand up on this chair gives you an extra few feet of sight for seeing those fish, which gives you that extra few seconds of seeing that fish before he sees you. So it's really just an enlightening thing to be able to do it. So let's just go through a little bit more of talking about the Voodoo and what it has to offer. It's really a simple craft, but extremely effective. So we don't have a whole lot of bells and whistles. The biggest thing is I fish with a lot of different people, and all of us fishermen are different. We all like doing things different, and the Voodoo really offers to that individual fisherman the ability to do things the way that he wants to do it, to set up the way that he wants to set it up. We don't put a lot of stuff all over here. This is where you store this and where you store that. So it's really ready for your artistry of how you want to set it up. If you're a minimalist, you don't have to do nothing. If you like all kinds of gadgets and things on to help give you that advantage on the water, you can do it on it. So first, we'll talk about the authentic chair of the Voodoo. This is definitely first in the industry, and I designed this chair last year and have been playing with it on different crafts and everything, and then decided to design the Voodoo to be the perfect craft to be able to handle this chair with the height of it and the abilities of it. So getting into the chair, this is it's made out of 1.5 inch tubing, aluminum tubing. So as you see, it's one solid piece here bent for this whole part of the chair here. And then this back part's welded on, and of course you've got this. But it's simple, it's strong, it's not made with any moving parts or anything that can be a problem as far as breakage or anything. The pads have been mounted onto an aluminum sheet, so it makes it extremely strong up here. The pad is not super cushy, so if you're standing up here, it's not like you're standing in a pillow, but yet enough padding so it's comfortable when you're sitting on. It's a big thing, so it can take big butts. It also gives you that ability to move your butt around. So if you want to chill out there and just have a drink with the friends and hang out talking and stuff, you can slide your butt forward and recline position, leaning back on this chair. So it's, not only does it have multiple seating positions there, but also being able to sit up here. You can put your feet down here and end up just leaning on this like a lean-to. So it has all kinds of multiple seating positions, plus a standing platform without adjusting anything. You don't have to get out there on the water trying to fudge with moving the chair around to get your right positioning. You just move your butt to wherever you want it, or stand up on the thing, whatever the heck you want. So that is extremely cool with this chair. I really love the way that it turned out and how it functions. Let's go to the back of the boat here. So the back of the Voodoo, she's got a nice fat booty. That's fat with a P. She's a big wide back here. It's 35 inches width at the center point and comes back to still over 30 inches back here at the back. We put 5 power pole mounts back here. So if you're wondering why we put 5 power pole mounts in there, it's pretty simple to me. I wanted dual power poles on mine, and I still wanted to be able to put a trolling motor on it if I wanted to. I'm not a motor guy per se. I'm a paddling guy, and this is a paddlecraft first. But there are times when I think it would be kind of cool to have a little bit of a motor on to get to some further out spots or whatever. So with this here, I have the ability to put my dual power poles here and put a trolling motor back here in the center, and I'm geared up, ready to go. Now, you could be saying, why don't you just put 2 power poles back here? It won't work. And no matter what you see on some other people out there showing their dual power poles on it, I guarantee it won't work. You need a certain amount of distance between them to actually work. This is something that I've tested and worked with power pole on, and it just won't work. The way that I was able to get it to work was to move the 2 power pole setting a little bit further up on the hull and have them aim out to the side. That gives the proper amount of distance, and also being just a little bit further up, that means when you power pole down, you are locked in. In whatever direction you're facing, when you send the 2 power poles down, you're locked in, and you're going to be aiming that way. No bones about it. Now with the, let's say you only want to get 1 power pole for now, you can mount that back here. That also gives you the ability to work up towards 2 power poles if you want to put 2 power poles later. If you want to do a trolling motor only, you can mount that here. If you want to do a 1 power pole and a motor, you can mount that back here. So it just gives you a lot of versatility and options. Kaku is all about options, and this Voodoo is the perfect craft for options and versatility. The chair, we made these side mount pieces for the chair. So that gives it the ability to lock into these 30-inch tracks to the side. That keeps this whole space of track still accessible and usable for other accessories in here. It's top load track, so you can easily, even with the chairs already mounted, you can put in and take out accessories all you want, nice and easy. With the height of the chair, this gives a lot of storage opportunities for under here as well. You can put your boxes, tackle boxes, batteries for a trolling motor, whatever back here. Tackle Webs has already began making tackle webs to go on the side of here to give you other storage options. You've got the storage option back here, a little round hatch back here to be able to store in, which it has a bag in here, being able to put some stuff in there. This is a real nice hatch at the back. This also just gives access to the hole back here, so if you're doing things and you want to put some extra stuff at the back as far as maybe back plating or something, you can. You still got extra track back here to be able to put mounting coolers for other storage options. You got 18 inches of track up front. With this, you can be able to put rod holders, camera mounts, whatever, all kinds of options. So you got 48 inches of track, gear track on the Voodoo. You got a nice big oval hatch up here. This gives you nice storage ability, and the way that we made this bow up here, there's just tons of storage up here in the front, as well as some back here behind it. So you got tons of storage on the Voodoo. The other reasoning why we designed this bow to be the way it is with this big lifted up area here is if this nose does go into a wave, that wave crashes up here and it immediately sheds off. I had to get into 3-foot waves before a wave crashed over this bow and actually made it to the deck area. The bow, if you notice, we didn't make it as aggressive as, say, on the Wahoo. The Wahoo, we put a really aggressive bow on it. We had this one a little bit flattened out and just not as high swooping for a few reasons. First, it totally gets rid of hole slaps. So this, the Voodoo is extremely quiet. Paddling in the backwaters and trying to stalk fish in skinny water, there is virtually zero hole slap. And you can adjust the height of this bow just by trimming your seat. If you want the bow a little higher, you think you're going to be in some choppy water and get into some rougher conditions, trim the seat back a little bit, it'll bring the bow up. If you're going to be super smooth water and you want it extremely silent, just bring the chair up as far as you want it, and then that'll bring the bow down and keep it super silent. So let me flip this thing over just a little bit so you can see that bottom a little bit more. So it's got beautiful lines in here, cuts through the water beautifully, reduces drag. As you come back, you can see it's got a little bit of the V-hole in there. As you come to the back, this kind of curves up a little bit here, and that allows for less drag as the water is moving off the bow of the, away from the bow of the boat. It reduces drag. It's got a very defined keel on it. The defined keel makes this boat track excellent. You can see our removable keel piece here. It's a little bigger than what you typically see on paddle vessels out there. They usually just put some kind of little hard plastic thing there that wears out easy, and it really doesn't protect your keel. This piece really protects the keel. It's nice and thick and fat, and it's in the right positioning to protect your investment. So easy to remove and replace. We made it out of acrylic instead of the hard, like starboard type of plastic that a lot of the companies are using. So it wears down a lot less quickly than the harder plastic ones. All right, so let's show you the bottom. Let me pull a chair off here real quick. This is the bottom of the Voodoo. So you can see it's got the modified V-hole. That's our own Kaku version of the modified V. It's not a real deep V. That way it's still great in skinny water. So you can go super skinny in it, but it'll still track good and has incredible stability. The stability of the Voodoo it's amazing. I never really thought that stability was able to be achieved without having it paddle like a dog. But this thing paddles great, and the stability is just off the charts. So here you see our nice keel. We put these nice defined channels in here that help that water just keep moving through there and keep it tracking straight. Scupper holes, make sure the deck will drain well if you do happen to get some water on it. But I haven't even gotten any water on it. I got in 3-foot waves, like I mentioned one time, and I had water just barely get over onto the deck. I mean, hardly any. So I haven't had hardly any water ever get up on it. It does sit pretty, even though it looks in the pictures like a paddleboard. It's not like a paddleboard. It sits pretty high off the water. So it's pretty tough to get any water up on there. And then you'll see up to the front the way that the bow is designed. So that is the bottom of the Voodoo. So the other thing that is very important with a paddlecraft is portability and ease of use. I think y'all would join me in saying the best part of a paddling craft is being able to launch wherever you want. I got some places where I launch from where I got to climb over guardrails and over different trees, and I can't have a trailer. I just got to carry it in the back of my boat, back of my truck, and I've carried them on boats before too. So it makes a great mothership craft as well. But this, even though it is a very large boat, it's 13 foot by 35 inches wide. It's a large craft, but with the molded in handles, it is very easy to handle without the chair on it. With the chair on it, it's a little bit more awkward, obviously, with that big chair on there. But with the chair off, which comes off very easily out of the tracks, and the positioning of these, it's extremely easy to handle. So it's 77 pounds, but it's perfectly balanced, and it's easy to carry, easy to manage for putting up on racks if you're needing to put them on racks, or however you are transporting it. So all of the things that make a paddlecraft great, it's got it. It can handle motorization very well, and we'll be showing more on that in the coming days. We got something really nice we're going to be showing out there to just show more of the capabilities of it. It has taken some of the, we've taken some things that make paddleboard great. We've taken things that make a kayak great, and we've blended those, and we've also given it a little bit of micro skiff quality. So we've showed a little bit with the smaller trolling motor on there, but wait to see what we show you in the next couple of days. This is the do whatever you need to do paddlecraft. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the water.